this gonna be quick. And I feel like I've said it before, but I'm gonna just go ahead and say it again. When it comes to the seance scene between Claudia and Louis and the Vampire Lestat, Claudia should just call Louis a nigga. Should have just called him a nigga to his face. The whole nappy-headed comment, and it came to my attention when I did read a commenter's comment when they were saying nappy-headed and they remember being called nappy-headed as a child, and I was like, ding, ding, ding. That's another part of why nappy-head did not hit, because the times that I remember hearing nappy-head and the times I kind of remember it being used, it was not always. So I'm not saying black people don't say that to each other, but I remember it more so being in reference to a child, like a little bad child with your little nappy head self, like something like that. And being that these are two grown adults and this dialogue between two black characters, I know, I know it wouldn't have went over well, and I know I'm probably gonna piss somebody off by saying this, but Claudia should just call Louis a nigga to his face. Like it, that would have hit so much better than her calling him nappy headed. Like if she would have turned around, especially when he was like, "All that I've done for you, don't you think you should be thanking me?" In regards to Bruce, she should have turned around like, "Nigga, please. I know your puss ass ain't talking, hoe." Like 70 fucking years later, cause nigga, you damn sure didn't step up when I was in my coffin telling you what the fuck he did to me. Your bitch ass was just over there with your hand on your chest like you was clutching your motherfucking pearls, bitch. Like, pussy ass, whole ass nigga, you got some motherfucking nerve. That's what she should have did all. She should have said all of that. Plus I think my final stance on this is that Claudia should just call him a nigga. And I know I know white writers, because I'm just assuming there's a white writers room. I know they be itching for the time to put that in the script. And I'm not saying that they get a pass. No, if you outside of the community and you non-black, you do not get a pass to say it. So if you do say it, you are well within your rights to a thorough ass whooping. But in regards to this specific moment in the show, Claudia should have just been like, "Nigga, please, nigga, what?" Like that. I probably shouldn't even be saying it, but that's what she should have just said to him. I think that's the hill I'm going down when it comes to this particular scene and this interaction. Like if she would, if in that moment she turned around and she was like, "Nigga, what?" Because Lestat looked at him like, "What?" In that moment, that's what she should have just said. That is my hot take, and I know I've already talked about it before because I was like in reference to her saying nappy headed, why I didn't care for it and why it didn't just hit to me with those being the two black characters on the show, and it would have been technically, and granted they're not American, but with them being two black characters on the show, and it is a black woman in like dire anger, pain, and I would say disappointment and just rejection, and always being rejected and not being picked, even though you were picked to be the emotional mule for somebody, and to see them once again, with they tired ass boyfriend that they claim has done them so wrong, but you keep crawling back to the dick, bitch. That was a nigga, please. Oh fuck ass. That's exactly what that moment was, and I'm gonna just leave that, and I'm gonna just leave that where it's at, and that's just that on that. Claudia should just say a nigga. She should have called Louis a nigga. Period.